Okay. Morning, everyone. I think today's the first day you're going to hear my voice simply because we just got it working again. So if you hear my voice, can you give us a thumbs up and let Lucian know that you actually can hear us? Because our our audio has been out for probably 2 weeks. So, anyways, today's um, Wednesday morning. We're going to go through the 24 movement and run through that and see where we go from there. Next week, we're going to be shut down from the 15th. It's not a shutdown, it's actually a vacation week from the 15th to the 22nd. So everything will be, including the streaming, won't be live. It'll be archive videos that you could follow or watch at your choice of time in the day. So on that note, we're going to start off with a few limbering up exercises. We turn. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. And to the side. Hands like this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. People say it's loud and clear. Anybody? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, and stop. Okay, next we're going to do a little stretching. Reach up, reach down. Ready? 1, 2, 3. To your right, 2, 3. To your left, 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Lift up. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Hands up. Reach down. 1, 2, 3. To your right. 2, 3. To your left. 2, 3. Center. Inhale. Exhale. Okay. Hands on your waist. Circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And center. Okay, cross, hold your knees, circular movements. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, and stop. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, and stop. Okay, center. Okay, let's do a few shoulder rolls. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Reverse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, And we stop. Okay, spread your feet, turn your shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and stop. Okay, stretch it out a little. So we're going to stretch and stretch. Stretch. Switch the other side. Switch, straighten the front knee. Switch. So use your arms for a little bit of support. Control the stretch. Don't just force the movement. Don't force the movement. Control the movement so you can regulate how far you go down, how much you release. Because a lot of times when you stretch, it's for those that you don't stretch, it's a bit painful. So don't force it. Take your time, build over time. Inner thigh. So this is your downward posture. This is inner thigh. Squatting position for the downward posture. Okay, let's shake that out. So when you do these stretches, if you feel your back tensing, it's because you're actually not relaxing enough. So it's the lower back or the back of the thighs have to be the parts that's stretching. So if you're only stretching around your knees, you're not going to get any stretch in the upper part of the thigh closer to the butt. You have to really stretch it up here. Okay, next, make a few circles with the leg. Loosen up the hip. Reverse. Other side. Reverse. Okay, turning. Just open up. This is part of toeing out or stepping up in your stances. So you have to pivot the hip, open the hip, and back to center. Okay, shoulder width. Okay, hands up like this, stretch the wrists. Okay. Cross your fingers. Stretch. Okay, shake them out. Shake it out. Okay, deep breathing. Hands up. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's hands on the waist. Let's get the neck turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Center. Tilt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. Center. Rotating down. 1, 2, 3. Reverse. 1, 2, 3. And center. Okay, hands up. Pull in. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, so we'll go through some of the postures first. I'm going to face the mirror and start off from this position and shoulder width. Preparation, first movement. Okay, so that's sinking the elbows, relaxing the knees, sink down, adjust the foot, turn to the corner and hold the ball. Move the foot to here, open the stance, part the horse's mane. That's the part the horse's mane left side. Here's the part the horse's mane right side. Okay, so that's part the horse's mane. Go into neutral position. This is strum the lute. So we generally only do it on the right side. Is actually in the modern form with 42 movement. The left side is the one that we do in this form. So it's actually just your center line in this position. Now if we go like this and turn to the back, we have an option of doing repulse the monkey if we step backwards, or set up this position to brush knee and push. Okay, so this is repulse the monkey. Okay. So in a neutral position, repulse the monkey becomes a backward movement, like this. So this would be both sides. Okay. Taking that same position, turn to the back like this, and we have this hand going down, this hand folding and coming to the front with a push. So there's your brush knee and push. 1, 2, 3. Now if we step through, say we go to neutral and turn, brush knee and push. Okay, so we just did the right and left sides. Now neutral position is strum the lute. I use that as a neutral position, just say it's a beginning of the posture. So if this is just your initial setup, this would be your repulse the monkey when the hands are like this. This would be brush knee when the hands are like this. So you have the option turning like this and bringing this hand to brush the knee, or, okay, that's brush the knee again, or spread the hands. This is the back corner directly to the front. When this folds, this goes up, and then we begin to step backwards. So repulse the monkey is retreat and repulse the monkey. So it's done 4 times in the form, and the 4th time would be like this, where we again end up holding the ball. Okay, so in this form, you have to hold the ball position, essentially this, but it's angled somewhat facing the mirror. You have one on this side and you have one on this side. So in the hold the ball position, you would bring the lower hand up and the upper hand down. Okay, do you follow me there? The lower hand and the upper hand. When you step out, they just spread like this, so the lower goes up and the upper goes down. And that gives you the part the horse's mane. In the brush knee movement, the hand that's, say, in front of your chest is the one that's going to brush the knee. The hand that goes behind you is the one that's going to do the push. All right, so you have to distinguish which hand is doing what and which leg is in the forward position. So just say from here, and I go like this, and I do the brush knee. I can also do insert needle. So that becomes insert needle. If I go like this, I have the option of doing the brush knee, option of doing repulse the monkey if I bring this leg up and reverse, or I can go here and fold and do the insert the needle. Okay, so that position will give you a setup for at least 3 postures. Okay, now we have strum the lute, okay, as a neutral position. We have palm strikes face as another position, and then we have something on the opposite side that looks like palm strikes face. Okay, now that's, instead of like this, it's like this. And then you have your hands that go up like this when we're doing a kick, whether it's right or left side. It's essentially the same hand movement. If I lift up like this, then this side would kick. If I lift this side up, then this side would kick. So we just have that same circle working the legs and then opening the hip and then kicking in that direction. Okay, now that's the hand movement for the kick, and it's just going over the top, one big circle. And then we have a series of movements like this. And these are called cloud hands. And this usually goes to the left, meaning I step to the left and I shift my weight. So it's not a really wide stance, it's just moving along as comfortably as possible. Just go a little bit beyond shoulder width. You transfer your weight to this leg and then shift it back, and then shift and back. So you do each set is one of each side. So if I go to my left, I would finish the right. Then I would move again to the left, and I move to the right. So you would have 6 hand movements making up 3 sets of movements going that way as cloud hands. So this would be your first one, second one, third one, and then after or beginning and ending of this, we have this movement that looks like that in the upper body, which is setting up for a single whip. So when we're here and we go like this and we step out to the side, that's your left side from the center position, you're going to single whip. Okay. So once you're in single whip, if it's the last one, you would end up in palm strikes face. But if you were moving into the cloud hands, say from grass to sparrow's tail, you would turn, do a set of these, hook your wrists, turn, and then you're here again, a single whip, and you begin turning back to the front, and you do your series of movements. So from here, I would turn like this and create the first hook position for single whip. And then we would turn back to center, begin the hands, and then you would do a set of left and right movements, stepping to the left and moving in that direction. The form doesn't have a movement like this that goes in the opposite direction, but there is those instances in other forms that you actually would go that way. Okay, deep breathing, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now we have the golden cockroach, which is this. Okay, you go up and you go up. So this hand is by the ear, this hand is by the thigh, down here. Okay, some styles do it like this, more the traditional styles have a palm like this, but in this form we can just go straight up like this and just lift, point the toe down, point the toe down, and that would be your golden cockroach standing on one leg. And usually that comes from the downward posture, which means you have to scoot up your leg and then end up in that right-legged position. And downward posture typically, depending how flexed we are, this is your downward posture position for the arms. This is your downward posture for the legs. So if you can only bend this far, then that's what you should do. Even though the form goes deeper than that, if this is all you can do, then this is the position you would be in, and that's how it would kind of look. If you go a little bit further down, you spread this foot out, and then you go a little bit down, and go down till this foot is about parallel. Some people go way, way down, but it's harder to get out of that position. So when you scoot down, you end up here, this goes down the leg, and then go up, straighten that front foot, and begin to stand up, and then this comes down, and you turn, and you have this side set up. This hand's going to scoot down, you end up like this. So you come down here, and you scoot down like this, and then you go up to here. So now I'm almost in this position to go down. So what goes down from here allows this hand to go up. So then I shift my weight and I go to the vertical position, and then if I were to do this again, I would hook like this, pick this foot out, slide down, bring this hand down here. Now this is going to go folding like this, and then I'm going to go right up into the vertical position. And then you're going to turn, hook your wrists, open up the legs, come to here, bring the hands up, so this knee goes up with that leg, and you end up like this. So that's golden cockroach, stands on one leg, and downward posture. Okay. So the downward posture is from here, and it goes up. So if you would just practice the hand, we just scoot up like this. On this side, you just scoot up like this. This is that 45-degree back corner, as if you're doing this, like in Repulse the Monkey. So it's just here. You're going to bend this knee, go down, lift up, hook your wrists, go down, scoot down, come up, down, scoot down, lift up, turn, scoot down, lift, and so on. So it's just something you can practice as a drill, but it just takes some work to get that flexibility. All right, deep breathing. Okay, so that's a few of the basic movements in the form that we ran through just as a training tool so you can work with those individual units. Now we're just going to do the sequence. And
by the way, Susan and Kyle will say the sound is great.
Sound is great. Okay, so hopefully the information is great. Okay, here, we're going to go through the form. It's going to be about just enough time to wrap up this form. Okay, so we're going to turn here. 1, 2, 3. So we have 3 of these. 3 of these. Part the horse's mane. Stork flaps wings. Brush knee. So we check the weight and step out. We toe out, check the weight, and step out. Check the weight and step out. Shift the weight, toe down, strum the lute. That's your neutral position. Repulse the monkey 4 times. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, and hold here. So this is like palm strikes face. Now here we hold the ball, ward off. Just grasp the sparrow's tail now. Roll back, press, and push. Turn, work this side, hold the ball, step out, ward off, roll back, press, and push. Here's your transition to hook your wrists, single whip, cloud hands, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 2 punches to the ear. Go to the back corner. That's a 180-degree turn. Heel kick. From the heel kick, you're going to go down to downward posture. Lift it up. Turn. Downward posture. Lift up. Hold the ball again. So as you see, to hold the ball is a setup for quite a few of these postures, and neutral position sets up the others. Now I go like this to insert the needle. Actually, from J Lady Shuttle, I go like this, just like in Repulse a Monkey, and I'm here. Then I set this up for the cross hand for a fan through the back. Then I hold that position, go to the back side, 180-degree turn to parry and punch. Then we step down and punch. Bring the left to the outside. So I'm exaggerating the movement so you can see where they're going. And then we're going to sit back, straighten that forward foot, turn that out to 45 degrees. You can take a little bit of a step forward to widen the stance, and then sit back to here, and then open. Your arms are now parallel, and you sink down. And then you let go, and you close. Okay, so that's the form in sequentially in completion, and you just have to kind of follow that along. On that note, I'll see you next time. Don't forget, next week we're not doing live streaming, but these videos are archived so you can see it. Finally, we have some volume, so at least I know I'm not talking to myself. I'll see you next time.